Hello everyone, this is Paycheck, coach of the Portland Palafins, and this is week 6 of the PUDL Master Ball Division. Our opponent this week is Brett, and we had a little bit of a mistake recording our side of the battle. I didn't have enough space on my computer, so my recording didn't finish through, but Brett was kind and let me borrow his side of the recording. So for this video, I'm just going to be talking over the recording and just sort of going over my plays and what happened here. Again, thank you to Brett for letting me use the footage he recorded. His channel will be linked down in the description below. He's another coach of the PUDL here and a great battler as well. So go check him out, and we'll just get started with this battle here. Alright, so I do end up leading the Hydrapple here, predicting a Swampert lead, which Brett does do here. And I am a faster Hydrapple. I'm made to outspeed Swampert and hope to get like a Giga Drain off or something like that. Obviously, I don't think Brett would stay in here, but I just went for it anyways, just in case, prevent like any rocks from going up. But he does make the switch, and he goes into Rotom-Frost in the end, which I think was a huge nuisance into my team here. Very annoying Pokemon to fight. They just swap in. Assault Vest especially is annoying because I am not going to do much damage to it. Right. In comes Rotom-Frost. Giga Drain does do a little bit of chip here. I'm not really a damage boosting item here at all. I'm just a Rocky Helmet. I did not feel like taking a Blizzard from Rotom here, and Bolt Beam coverage is always annoying to deal with. And I think I only had 2 Ice Resists on my team, being Blaziken and Scizor, so I do switch in the Blaziken here. I got a hard switch. Send in the Blaziken. Blaziken is not very bulky, so I don't think I expected this to take it that well. Brett does Terra the Rotom-Frost, get rid of that pesky ice typing. And the Blizzard does land. Oop, there it goes. There's a bit of chip damage. It's pretty free switch into Swampert, and I believe I predicted this switch in. Blaziken does not have any grass moves, unfortunately, but I did the next best thing and just U-turning out of there. Swampert comes out. I pivot on it. And this is a free switch into Hydrapple here. Yeah. With Hydrapple, I still believe I outspeed the Swampert, hoping that it doesn't have any speed EVs put into it. Looking at the Swampert's moveset now, it does have Ice Beam. I completely forgot Swampert learns a bunch of ice moves, so if it was actually faster than me and it actually landed that Ice Beam that had a chance to kill me, I wasn't Assault Vest or anything, so that definitely would have done a lot of damage. But Brett's playing it safe here. He's just swapping into the Rotom-Frost, which can take quite a lot of hits here, so swaps in the Rotom-Frost. I do predict a swap, so I just yawn. This upcoming play, I did end up making a mistake. I think the more intelligent play would just to stay in on a Hydrapple here. Definitely could have Blizzard here, but then it'd be the Rotom-Frost would be asleep. So he does go for the Volt switch, and I end up switching out and giving a free pivot to Brett here. I probably could have punished the Volt switch, but I did not. I was not brave enough. Sent in Scizor, and he gets a Terra boosted Volt switch off. Youch. That's a nasty amount of damage. Almost at half. I think I had a slightly bulky Scizor too, so Volcarona gets a free switch in here. Makes sense. The safest play for me would just swap here. Volcarona can be very dangerous. I was very surprised to learn this thing was not a setup Volcarona, but it was a pretty cool set. Just U-turn for pivot and Morning Sun for recovery. So he does end up clicking U-turn on my very predictable switch here. I'm kind of on my back foot here. I kind of have to keep switching over and over again while he just keeps up momentum. So it gets the U-turn off. It's a free switch into Swampert, I believe he sends in here, if I remember correctly. Yes, Swampert. Alright, I am a Choice Starved Blaziken. Speed Boost is banned, so I can't really do anything with that. I just get my free U-turn off here. And get in Hydrapple, because it does resist both stabs. Not an Ice Beam, luckily for me. He did not click it. I click Flip Turn. I reveal my Rocky Helmet, and he sends in Rotom-Frost, I believe. Pretty much the safest bet. Yeah, in goes Rotom-Frost. I do make the unfortunate choice to switch again. Switch into Blaziken on a Terra boosted Discharge. Not good. And I almost die. I do live, which is surprising. This thing, Blaziken is not bulky. I probably should have realized that the Swampert was just going to switch in here. And probably just U-turn to save my Blaziken for later, since there are no hazards up yet. But I do just launch the Blaze boosted Flare Blitz here. Swampert comes in. Let's use his Flare Blitz. And I kill myself. Blaziken goes down. And I use this as an opportunity to swap in Hydrapple. Yep, there goes Hydrapple. I believe I predict another swap into Rotom here. So I do go for the Yawn. Let's see, yep, there goes the Yawn. Now, we could probably do anything here, really. I'm curious about what move he makes. Let's see here. He does go... Does he go overquill here? Yes, he does go for the overquill. So I think I went for the Fickle Beam here. I think I might have actually stayed in. Oh, actually, I might not have. Oh, I do stay in. I go for the Fickle Beam. No boosted base power. He does have the Toxic Spikes, which was my bad because I did not bring my Gengar, so I have no grounded poison. I do get the immediate switch in. So now Landorus, which is a relatively free switch in. Could have Liquidation, but I do have the Intimidate. Sets up the Toxic Spikes. Very annoying, but it's manageable, I suppose, with Scizor. I had the Fog in the back. I think I was scared of a Rotom switch in here. This is just immune to Earthquake with Levitate. So I think I just U-turn out since it's relatively free. But I don't think he actually switches into Rotom here. I think he switches into Swampert. Yes, he does switch into the Swampert. I probably should have just went for the kill, but oh well. I think I played the more safer play. I just U-turn out. Get a nice chip. I think I get in Hydrapple once again onto the Swampert. Oh, I don't. Oh, that's right. There's Toxic Spikes. So I just made sure to get rid of them. First things first. Watching myself battle, and I'm forgetting things already. Alright. So just make the safe switch into Volcarona. I did not have Dual Wing Beat. That would have been a smart bring, but I do not have it. Since I have Volcarona, I get a nice Defog off. Remove those Toxic Spikes. And a little more recovery, which is always nice. I don't remember if I call him making the U-turn or just making a Fiery Dance. I think I just hard swap here just to be safe. Can't really lose Scizor. Yeah, so we just click the Fiery Dance. I do hard swap. And I send out Landorus. Probably doesn't take it the best, but I don't think I have too many great switch-ins to this. I do go for a... I did have Stone Edge, so I think I go for it here. But if he's switching into Swampert, I think he wanted it to die, but I just don't kill it. I either miss my moves or I'm just a little bit off. I do go for the Stone Edge. I miss. And the Swampert gains a little bit of HP back. Not good. I don't even know if the Stone Edge would have killed, but Earthquake probably would have been the safer play. Although that Rotom was really scaring me. I do wonder what he goes here. He does not go... I don't think he went for the Ice Beam. Yeah, he does click the knockoff, which is good for me because I do send in Hydrapple here again. Just blissfully unaware of the potential Ice Beam incoming. So he knocks off my Rocky Helmet. Get one last chip off. Get a little bit of Swamper's health back. And I believe Rotom-Frost once again swaps in pretty safely onto my Hydrapple here. Yeah. Rotom-Frost comes out, and I do end up just clicking the Fickle Beam, hoping for a damage boost. I really should start bringing Draco Meteor when I use this Pokemon, but I don't know. I like gambling. So just click the Blizzard to try to kill my Hydrapple. And predicted the incoming Blizzard. Sensing it, I swap out. I send in Clefable. The Blizzard actually misses, so I guess I probably could have attacked, but there's no way of knowing that. Pincushion does end up going in here. The Toxic Spikes are a serious threat to me. Get the Alluring Voice off. A little bit of chip damage. And he has a choice here to make either Gunk Shot or just predict the swap and get some Toxic Spikes up. So he does predict me swapping here, which I do. I don't want Clefable to go down. And I send in Landorus once again, because it's my safest switch into this thing. And another layer of Toxic Spikes go up. Or just the first layer now. Toxic Spikes are definitely super annoying to deal with without a grounded poison type. Here I'm wishing I had Gengar at this point. Overcloak goes out. Swampert comes in once again, and I finally kill it with an Earthquake. I was usually really surprised he just wouldn't bring in Rotom-Frost on my Landorus here. Maybe it wasn't built to handle it, but probably could have just predicted a few Earthquakes. Right, out comes Minchino. So I did not know if this thing was Scarfed or not, but I am Scarfed Landorus, so if this thing does outspeed me, then I know it would be Scarfed, which it did outspeed me, so now I know. So knowing it's locked into Triple Axle, I immediately just go Scizor to try to get rid of these annoying Toxic Spikes. Yep. Getting Scizor. Does get in the Overcloak again, probably try to keep getting those Toxic Spikes up. This thing is, oh, I U-turn on it. So I decided not to get rid of the Toxic Spikes, I suppose. Guess I could have easily predicted that switch there. We're getting Gapple. I do get poisoned, which is annoying, but I do have Regenerator in case I really needed to like regain some health. But I did really need this Overcloak dead. So Overcloak does go for the Poison Jab, I believe, to try to kill me. Oh no, it's got a layer of spikes up. It makes sense to try to chip my rest of my team down. I have the Earth Power, which does kill the Overclaw. Very nice. Overclaw takes more damage. Just don't remember what comes out here. I'm not sure if it's the Cinccino or the Rotom-Frost. I mean, Dragon Ball could have made a lot of sense here. So he does swap into Cinccino. It is pretty obvious that it goes for the triple axle, but it also has Gunk Shot, which was definitely surprising. I think it does actually go for Gunk Shot here. Or actually, does it U-turn? It does U-turn. I remember staying in here. Yeah. I think he sends in Rotom-Frost now. Which I land a Fickle Beam. And I actually go all out, which does kill the Rotom-Frost, finally. That thing was annoying to deal with. Definitely a hard Terra Captain to deal with for me. So, Drapple is about to go down. I think he does go back into... Oh no, he just swaps into the Volcarona. This thing was also super hard to deal with in the late game. So, finishes off Hydrapple. Hydrapple goes down. And I send in Clefable, which is probably the main Pokemon that can help me deal with this thing. I do get poisoned though, unfortunately, because I can't switch in Scizor onto the Volcarona here. I feel like he could just spam Fiery Dance, just try to sweep the rest of my team here. But I'm not actually sure what he does here. He does go for the U-turn. There's a little bit of chip damage. And gets in the Cinccino. I do get a Calm Mind off. If I wasn't poisoned, this would be a good thing, but I guess it was a little bit greedy to just go for that there. Probably should have chipped down this Cinccino here. Definitely would have been the better play. Alright, so this is the moment Brett does reveal the Gunk Shot and just barely kill my Clefable here. I live on a sliver of health, and I get the Alluring Voice off. Do a good amount of damage. And I don't go down quite yet. I don't think. Nope, never mind, I die. I go down. Not bringing Magic Guard was definitely a mistake. I don't think there was any setup on this team here. So that was bad prep by me. At this point, I know the Cinccino is Scarfed, so it's obviously not going to be clicking Gunk Shot into my Scizor here. So Cinccino will be switching out, and I get a free Defog Off, which is good for my Darkrai. It has the Focus Sash, so getting it broken by spikes is definitely not good. I was actually scared of Volcarona just coming in here because I don't think I just didn't have a switch in. But Dragapult does end up going in here. Goes in, I get the fog off. Very happy Clear Body doesn't block the fog, that'd be crazy. But I do get rid of the hazards. And it does make the obvious choice and click Flamethrower here to take out the Scizor. But I do get the Bullet Punch off first. Scizor goes down. Alright, and then Darkrai hits the field. So I am running a Sash Hypnosis Darkrai here. I was not expecting the mixed Dragapult, but I do end up getting a Hypnosis off here. Dragapult gets put to sleep. I don't think I had any setup on this Darkrai, so there wasn't much incentive to me for doing anything there. But if I was a physically attacking Darkrai, I probably would have popped off here, but I did not run it, unfortunately, for me. So I do get the Dark Pulse off. With Gino taking it out. And then the Volcarona comes in at last. This thing is pretty specially bulky, so Darkrai would not be able to take this thing out without a bunch of flinches. First Dark Pulse goes off, and no flinch. And that was game. Unfortunate Darkrai could not pop off there and carry me to the end, but it was a good match. GG's to Brett, and that was week 6 of the PUDL. Alright, thank you everyone for watching, and I will see you next time.